Okay, so let's just jump right in. The phrase HR digital transformation. I know, it can sound a little intimidating, maybe even overwhelming, especially if you're running a small or a mid-sized business. But here's the thing, it really doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to break it all down and show you how this whole process can take your HR from a daily headache to a real strategic head start.
So let's paint a picture. It's the 25th of the month. You can almost feel the tension, can't you? Imagine Marie. She's just drowning in this sea of Excel cells, right? She's trying to cross-reference timesheets, calculate all the deductions, and just praying there isn't a single typo that could throw the entire payroll into complete chaos. It's this high-stakes, manual grind that happens month after month after month.
So does that sound familiar? I mean, maybe your name isn't Marie, and maybe payroll isn't your only pain point. It could be tracking vacation days, or onboarding new hires, or just keeping employee data straight. You know, if you've ever felt that your day is just getting eaten up by these admin tasks instead of actually focusing on your people, then you know exactly what Marie is going through.
Look, Marie's story isn't just a one-off anecdote. It's really a symptom of a much, much bigger issue. We're talking about the manual HR headache. And the hidden costs? They're not just about an occasional error. No, it's about all those lost hours, the hit to morale, and frankly, a massive missed opportunity to do more strategic work.
This comparison right here, it really lays out the fundamental choice that every single growing business faces. The old way, it's totally reactive. You're just constantly putting out fires. But the new way, it's proactive. It's about using automation to free up your time and then using data to make smarter decisions. It is literally the difference between being a processor and being a planner.
So let's move beyond those spreadsheets for a minute and talk about the actual solution. And again, that phrase, HR digital transformation, can sound super complex. But at its core, it's not about buying some scary, expensive piece of software. It's really about finding practical, simple fixes for your biggest headaches.
So, let's break down what this really means, okay? Boosting efficiency, that's just about getting more done in less time. Simple. Reducing errors, that's about avoiding those costly mistakes. But the most important part, the real magic, is aligning with real business outcomes. This isn't about tech for tech's sake. It's about making your people management a genuine tool for business growth.
Okay, so where do you even start, right? The good news is you don't have to boil the ocean. Let's look at the key areas where you can make a real, tangible impact, fast, and get the biggest bang for your buck on this whole digital journey.
First up is payroll automation. You know, Marie's biggest nightmare. But here's the crucial shift in thinking I want you to have. Payroll isn't just an administrative chore. No way. When you automate it, it suddenly becomes this powerful source of business intelligence. All of a sudden, you can see which department's overtime is spiking, which lets you address workload issues before they lead to burnout. See the difference?
Honestly, automating your payroll is a total game changer. Beyond just slashing errors and saving tons of time, you start seeing trends in your labor costs. You shift from just processing payments to actually planning your workforce strategy. This is that first major step from being seen as a cost center to becoming a strategic asset.
All right, let's move to the next piece of the puzzle and see how this all connects. Manual time tracking, you know, whether it's old school punch cards or just messy, chaotic spreadsheets, that's another one of those sneaky, hidden cost centers. A few minutes rounded here, a little guesswork there. Believe me, it all adds up to significant payroll mistakes and just so much wasted time.
Now, when you digitize this, you're not just making your life easier. You're actually guaranteeing payroll accuracy because the data flows seamlessly from one system to the other. You get real-time insights into who is working on what, which is a huge help for managing project costs. It's a simple, foundational step with a massive impact on your bottom line.
Now for the third key area, finding great new talent. You know, there's often this fear that technology and AI make recruiting feel cold and impersonal. But what if we just flip that whole idea on its head? What if technology could actually help us be more human?
Well, that's exactly what modern tools can do. They use AI to handle all the boring, tedious work, like scanning for keywords and experience to instantly give you the top 10 candidates from a pool of 500. This frees up your recruiters to do what they do best: talk to people, connect with people. It makes the whole experience better for applicants and ensures you keep that vital human touch in the process.
So we've looked at the tools for payroll, for time, for recruitment, but look, having the right tools is only half the battle. To really, truly succeed, you need the right mindset. It's time to stop thinking like an administrator and start thinking like a strategist.
Here's a super simple framework. First, always align your tech choices with your company's biggest goals. Are you trying to scale up, reduce costs, improve retention? Second, prioritize. Solve your biggest, most painful problems first, like Marie's payroll headache. And third, please avoid software overkill. Don't go buy a complex system designed for a 10,000-person company when a simpler, more targeted tool will do the job perfectly.
All right, let's make this really practical for you. We've covered the why and the how, so now it's time to think about what's next for your organization. I want you to think of this as a quick audit you can run, as soon as this is over.
Ask yourself these questions and be honest. Where does all the time go each and every week? What information do you constantly wish you had at your fingertips to make better decisions? And a big one, if you plan to hire 20 more people next year, will your current systems completely break? These questions are going to point you directly to your biggest opportunities.
So, if you remember one thing, let it be this. This whole thing is not just about making your life easier or finally getting rid of those spreadsheets. It's about a fundamental transformation. It's about turning the daily chore of people administration into a powerful, data-driven, strategic advantage for your entire business.
And that leaves us with one final, and I think crucial question to think about. Right now, today, is your HR function simply a cost of doing business, or is it a true strategic partner that's actively helping to drive your company's growth? The choice really is yours.